All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video keeping you informed on the crypto market every day. My name's Austin, and today I want to share with you 6 altcoins that could have massive potential in 2020. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, I can't see the future, and every single altcoin in today's video was chosen by you. Here at Altcoin Daily, we have gathered a passionate group of individuals. You chose every coin today. I reached out to you about 2.5 weeks ago. We got thousands of comments, tens of thousands of votes, and you chose every one. So if you like that, like the video. It supports me. It lets me know that you want to see more of this type of content. Coming in at number 6 as the coin that you chose, beating out Tezos by just a small margin, is VeChain. Currently, each coin is trading at about 0.6 of a penny per coin. And VeChain is aiming to solve the problem of transparency in supply chain management. Generally speaking, here are some of the use cases, starting with a retail solution. Meaning if you want to buy groceries, for example, at the store. With supply chain management cryptocurrencies, data is stored immutably on the blockchain. So if you're buying bread, theoretically, you could see exactly how that crop of wheat came up, how long it took to ship. You can see all this stuff on cold chain logistics. Or luxury brands. Say that you want to buy a Louis Vuitton bag. Is that bag real? Is it a counterfeit? Well, with supply chain management cryptocurrencies, or specifically VeChain, VeChain provides that anti-counterfeit transparency for luxury brands. And what if you're buying a car? Well, now on the blockchain, you can keep a tamper-proof record of vehicle data, including repair history, insurance, registration, and driver habits. So VeChain is aiming to be that solution to give consumers back, give consumers confidence back when they're purchasing their products. Now, there is so much going on right now with the VeChain ecosystem, and we could talk about any of the myriad of companies that the VeChain Foundation is working with. But in today's video, I want to talk about one of the most recent ones that's most prevalent to us today. And this was announced about 6 months ago, but Walmart China teams up with VeChain and PwC on a blockchain food safety platform. Now, partnering is a strong word. I feel partnering is thrown around way too much in the crypto community, but this is more like a trial run, a little test. By scanning the products with a smartphone, Walmart China customers can access detailed information such as the source of the tracked products and geographical location, the route the products took to the supermarket, and product inspection reports and more. So interesting things are happening, but let's dig a little deeper. Looking at VeChain as a potential investment for 2020 begs the question, with all that potential happening in the background, why isn't the price going up? Is the coin, is the VET token, is it even used? Well, the simple answer is yes. It's actually a 2-token system. Transaction fees are paid in VET. And as a VET holder, you receive VeThor that can be used to perform smart contracts and run applications on the blockchain. Now, I don't want to confuse you. I don't want to get too technical, but to simplify it, take Walmart. Every time Walmart writes data, stores data on the VeChain blockchain, VeThor is used. VeThor is only earned by holding the VET token. This means that the more data that is written, that is stored by potential partners, people using the blockchain, the more that happens, the more VeThor is burned, making it more profitable to hold VET. What do you think? Well, for all those reasons and more, you chose VeChain as your number 6 coin for 2020. Now, those were the positives of VeChain. What are some potential negatives? Because you subscribe for all the information, so you can make the most informed decision for yourself as possible. Well, one thing, for example, is how much should we really value these strategic partnerships, these trial runs? Because Walmart China, for example, is testing out many different blockchain solutions. It's notable how many different blockchain technologies Walmart is now utilizing with its various track and trace projects across a range of products. Now, we know they're testing out VeChain Thor blockchain, which is unusual because this is them exploring their first public blockchain, but they've been exploring a lot more prior. Walmart is also a founding member with IBM of Food Trust, a permissioned platform which runs on Hyperledger Fabric, and they're also participating in 2 Food and Drug Administration approved pharmaceutical tracking pilots, the first with MediLedger using the parity chain and a second on Fabric. So that just sort of illustrates the risk profile will VeChain be the one adopted by companies like Walmart? But another potential negative, which I'd say is more important, is how censorship resistant is a supply chain management crypto like VeChain? How immutable is it if the company controls a large portion of the total supply? And two, how easy would it be for a company to be able to alter the data on a blockchain if they control the majority of the nodes? Now, the nodes are used to validate transactions, and the less nodes something has, the easier it is, the more centralized it is, the easier it is to shut it down. VeChain only has 101 authority nodes compared to, let's say, Bitcoin's over 10,000 nodes. So how censorship resistant is this? Yeah, again, I'm not saying it is or it isn't, and there's plenty of more information to unpack. All these links are down below in the description. Do your own research, and you tell me. What do you think? VeChain is our number 6 pick. Next up, the coin that you chose that could have massive potential in this next year is DigiByte. Got a lot of votes. Let's find out why. Right now, DigiByte is ranked 55th in terms of most valuable cryptocurrency in terms of market cap. So it's a nice mid-level coin. And right now, one DGB coin is valued at about 0.6 of 1 cent. So less than 1 penny per coin. Now, DigiByte has been around for 5+ years now. So going in specifically, just looking at DigiByte into this next year, what can make DigiByte really valuable for me is the amount of dApps that are starting to be built on the platform right now, as well as how DigiByte is aiming to revolutionize cybersecurity. Because if we look at the roadmap going into 2020, there's a myriad of future developments that are expected, but two that jump out to me. First off is DigiAssets for launching ICOs and other dApps on top of the DigiByte blockchain. This, I believe, will add a lot of value, potentially. And two, the focus of those dApps being on cybersecurity, AI, and Internet of Things technology. Now, before we get to that, let's find out exactly what DigiByte is and how it differentiates itself from other competing projects. DigiByte was launched fairly way back in 2014. Launched fairly meaning that there was no ICO, there was no pre-mine, and there's no centralized company behind the project. So DigiByte is highly community-driven. And because of the fair launch, it is highly decentralized, at least compared to other similar cryptos. Another differentiator is DigiByte's speed. Right now it can handle over 1,000 transactions per second, but the differentiator with DigiByte, meaning how do they stay scalable as their ecosystem grows? Well, the difference with DigiByte is that every 2 years a hard fork happens that doubles the block size/capacity of the network until the year 2035. So right now it can handle 1,000 TPSs. By the year 2035, it will be able to handle over 280,000 transactions per second. So the big difference is with DigiByte is its decentralization, 1, its speed, 2, and number 3, the decentralization of their mining breakdown. To keep DigiByte decentralized, they are known for using 5 different mining algorithms, which are equally weighted, as opposed to Bitcoin, for example, which just uses 1 algorithm. So with DigiByte, you can mine on a piece of hardware or just at your home computer. So that's DigiByte, and I like that. I think any project that's truly trying to decentralize, I think that should be applauded in our community. But keep this in mind. Because DigiByte is being developed and supported by an unincorporated foundation, core team, and community, all non-paid volunteers, we can never commit to dates to accomplish future projects. Therefore, please consider future projects to be flexible in time. And I get that. That comes when a project is truly decentralized. So let's get to one of the negatives, in my opinion, things that I worry about with DigiByte. DigiByte as money, meaning being that currency that you can use to buy a cup of coffee, taking some of the market cap of currency, I'm having trouble seeing that. Yes, it's accepted by merchants, I get that, but DigiByte's it's been around for a while. It's been around since 2014. Now to me, I haven't seen anything to me that suggests that merchants, but especially institutional investors, which I think will be prominent more than ever into 2020, to me there's nothing that I've seen that suggests that as a money, DigiByte will be chosen over Bitcoin. To me, it's very clear that institutions want Bitcoin. Something to think about. Now, to me, the potential value, I believe, might be in cybersecurity for DigiByte. We now have DigiAssets, which are used to secure real-world assets on the DigiByte blockchain, meaning that you'd be able to store your marriage license or concert tickets, or whatever is important to you, you could store it immutably on the blockchain. And these assets, that you store on DigiAssets. They can be traded, but they can't be duplicated and they can't be counterfeited. You can also store and authenticate your personal data. This is live right now, the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Check it out. Either way, we have a lot to look forward to in 2020 of this year for DigiByte. Let me know your thoughts. DigiByte makes your list at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Litecoin. Litecoin is the right coin for a lot of you. Right now, one Litecoin is valued at about $59 per LTC. By the way, if you're getting value from this video, give it a like. Give the video a like. Supports me, lets me know I'm doing something right. But what is Litecoin? Litecoin is a peer-to-peer internet currency that enables instant, near-zero cost payments to anybody in the world. So if you want to pay for your cup of coffee or make any daily transaction, Litecoin is that open-sourced global payments network that is fully decentralized without any central authorities. So basically, if you like Bitcoin, there's a good chance you like Litecoin, because Litecoin is built to do the exact same thing as Bitcoin, only faster and cheaper. Now, one of the value propositions of Litecoin is its scarcity. There will only ever be 84 million Litecoin ever. Ever. There's not going to be any more. Now, keep in mind, just because something is scarce, that doesn't necessarily give something value. It helps, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee that. Now, what else is a potential green flag for Litecoin? Well, one, it's been around a while, since before 2014, and it is definitely an oscillator, as opposed to a degen. Oscillator, meaning that just historically, when Bitcoin pumps, Litecoin pumps harder. When Bitcoin drops, Litecoin drops harder. And it's been that way over and over again, oscillating. So just looking at historically, if Bitcoin pumps, there's probably a good chance the Litecoin will pump harder, based on history. Now, a potential negative is really how relevant is Litecoin today? Because 5+ years ago when Litecoin was created, it was one of the only quality, fast, and cheap altcoins. But now if you look in the top 10, that's all we have, fast and cheap competitors to Bitcoin, just like Litecoin. So again, how relevant does that make Litecoin today? I don't know. You tell me. But a pro is Litecoin is more decentralized than its competitors like Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV or definitely dApp platforms like EOS. Litecoin is more decentralized. Right now, Litecoin has just above 1,600 nodes, mainly controlled in the US or European countries, but really it's a pretty fair mix for Litecoin, 1,600, compared to Bitcoin Cash, for example, which has only about 1,400. Also, merchants continue to accept Litecoin. Usually, if they add Bitcoin, they'll add Litecoin as well. We can look at transaction history with Litecoin and see that transactions for Litecoin, meaning more liquidity, more volume, transactions have been pretty good since 2018 into 2019 into 2020. And in terms of development, yes, it's going slow, but this is confirmed possibly into this next year. Mimblewimble will be added, which will add lightweight privacy for transactions, which will put it ahead of Bitcoin, at least until Bitcoin adds maybe something similar. Anyway, Litecoin, pretty self-explanatory. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Litecoin was number 654. Coming in at number 3 on your list that you chose is Chainlink. You believe that Chainlink has massive potential into 2020. Right now, each link token is valued at about $2.64 per link. And generally speaking, what is Chainlink? Well, the reason that you like Chainlink going into this next year is the utility and the problem that Chainlink is solving. And if smart contracts really are the future, right now smart contracts lack one critical feature. They can't read data outside of their blockchain. So as the name suggests, Chainlink is trying to be that link between the smart contract platform and external data. Right now, blockchains can read their own on-chain data, which is transaction value, timestamps, etc. But if businesses are trying to adopt smart contract platforms, they need an easy way to read external data. For those reasons, I think there's a lot of people, a lot of companies that are really excited about what Chainlink has to offer. Coinbase has a lot of confidence in Chainlink. They listed them a couple of months ago. Chainlink has pretty big partnerships with Oracle and with Google Cloud. Obviously, major green flag when you're looking to invest in potential cryptos. And on top of that, There's also a lot of other cryptocurrency projects, smart contracts platforms, that are showing their support for Chainlink. I'll link all this stuff down below. And before we get to potential negatives, just the last thing I'll say, just because some people still don't seem to understand what Chainlink is, yes, oracles by nature, they are centralized. But Chainlink is seeking to resolve this issue by decentralizing the oracle mechanism by using multiple oracles instead of centralized ones. So a good comparison is it's just like Bitcoin's network is decentralized by having a lot of centralized nodes. It's the same with the Chainlink network. So that's the aim. That's the goal. The first negative that I'll say is the coins by themselves, they are centralized, meaning that developers control a vast majority of those coins. And we can even look at the total supply and see that out of the billion of total supply, only 350 million right now are circulating. And also there is competition out there. Binance partners with Band Protocol, competition for Chainlink. Right now, Chainlink seems to be racking up the partnerships, but it'll be very interesting to see if other similar projects can compete with the link. You tell me what you think. Chainlink makes today's list at number 3. The number 2 coin that you chose. Wow, we went through a lot of information. You know what? The number 2 coin was XRP, and then really tied in number 1 was Ethereum, and Cardano got the most votes, with XRP coming in number 2. You voted that these coins have the most potential, and you know what? I'm not going to insult you by sort of boiling them down to just a 90-second recap of what these coins are. They're in the top. You've heard of them. So what I'm going to do is in a separate video for 3 or 4 minutes, go over each coin and really give a fair analysis on the benefits, the pros, as well as the cons of the top 2 coins, really 3 coins that you picked. So again, XRP was number 2, Ethereum and Cardano tied in number 1. Hit subscribe. You do not want to miss when we talk truth about what these coins have to offer into this next year. Hit subscribe, hit like, and let me know your thoughts. You guys chose every coin. Like always, I'll see you tomorrow.